So, I was 17 years old when I was diagnosed. I had not even wrapped my mind around the concept of multiple sclerosis. I had heard the word before, but I didn't know exactly what it meant. Oh. So, this all started on a normal school day, like any other. My knee was bothering me from the beginning. I did not understand why. I thought it was either from gym or maybe sleeping on my book like I occasionally do. It got worse and worse and worse, and then to the point where I could not even walk on it, which eventually ended me up in the hospital getting x-rays. And I remember sitting down in the doctor's office and being like, "What's wrong with me?" And him being like, "There's nothing wrong with your knee. Everything looks healthy, everything looks normal, your joints are fine. I can't give you an explanation." So I just automatically assumed, being that age, I'm crazy. Great. I can deal with that. But it wasn't that. It was definitely not that. So, having the doctor that I had, she was very, very, very persistent in finding answers for everything. Like, she would not give up on you. So, for the next couple of months, I was stuck in loud machines, poked in the arm numerous times, and met with doctors that gave me crazy theories to why I was feeling what I was feeling. But still, absolutely nothing. No answers. And just to say this, trying to work on schoolwork and trying to have a social life while you're running around saying, "Oh, I have another doctor's appointment to go to," is extremely awkward and hard. Extremely hard. So I finally waited and waited and waited until the day came that I finally got a solid answer. I was unbelievably nervous. And I remember sitting down before the meeting and just thinking to myself quietly in my head, like, "Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, what's going on?" And the only thing I could think of is, please don't let it be cancer. Please don't let it be cancer. With knowing now, it's a totally different process that you go through for cancer. So she called me in. I sat down. My mom was also with me. And she looked me in the eye. There was an awkward silence. She's like, "Katy, you have multiple sclerosis." My brain flashed. I was like, what the heck does that mean? Like, honestly, like, is that a form of cancer? What is that? I had her, but didn't know what it was. So I was like, okay, I can do that. She explained to me as softly as she possibly could. But I couldn't really understand. My brain was too busy jumping from conclusion to conclusion of different scenarios of how my life was going to go and where it was going to go and where I was going to end up, and basically, yeah, dramatic phase that I went through. Yeah, I could tell my mom my mom was more upset than I was, which was kind of devastating because she's telling you the story, but you're like, I don't get you. What's going on? So I left that day not understanding at all. I did not understand. Like, I was like, why did this happen to me? Why was I put in this situation? And I was okay with that. Like, now I'm okay with it. It's like, it's okay. And, of course, I went to the one place that you could get answers. The library. Yeah, I'm a bookworm. And I went through every drug, medical, and archive in the school as well as the public library that day. I didn't even go to class. My teachers came in the library to ask me exactly what I was doing, and I told them that I was not coming to class because I was preoccupied with other situations and that schoolwork could wait. Yeah, most of them answered like, "Okay, I'm just going to leave you alone." So it was okay. So, and I still, honestly, after reading article after article, I still didn't get it. Like, I knew kind of what I did, but I was like, well, what does this mean? Am I going to end up, like, living on the street because I can't afford medication or something? So, according to the Multiple Sclerosis Society of Canada, MS is an unpredictable, often disabling disease of the central nervous system that is composed of the brain and spinal cord. The disease attacks the myelin, which is what is wrapped around the nerves of the central nervous system. Still, after reading that, I was like, okay. Eventually, actually, probably about 2 or 3 years ago, was when it hit me. I eventually sat down and I was like, okay, I need to figure this out. I need to figure out what I'm going to do. I need to make a life plan. I need to figure out exactly what MS means to me. So I did. I dug deeper, and I had to find the answers for myself. People gave me help, but honestly, deep down, I had to find the answers for myself. I knew that it was not a situation that I could lock in a box and throw overboard, and I tried. I tried to ignore it, and every time I did, it popped back in my face. So I understand that life throws everyone situations that are hard. And you can sit there and you can have a pity party if you'd like, but it's not going to make the situation any better. The one quote that I said to myself constantly, over and over and over again, is "You're not dead, nor are you dying. It is not the end. There are far worse things, so pick yourself up and keep moving." And I repeat that to myself constantly. On an updated note, I am lucky to have the friends and family that support me. I do my best to control my MS. And I'm also taking Copaxone, which is daily injections, which I am lucky to afford because they're around $3,000 a month. And some people cannot afford it. And I know some people that cannot afford it, and it's not fun for them. I try to keep in touch with people who work in the industry, the MS Society, nurses, doctors, also other patients, all across Canada pretty much. We're all connected. It's actually kind of cool. We're all connected. It's awesome. And I just have to say, I've made my peace with it. It's part of me. It doesn't control me. It doesn't change my aspect in life. Yeah, and I'm going to continue living life the way I choose. And hopefully things stay good. So, yeah, that's it. Oh, and also I value the people that it has affected along the way that I've met.